Okay, so today I am going to put all these numbers in order from least to greatest. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I'm going to put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this starts with least and it's going to go to greatest. Now I'm just going to number all these letters like this. So I'm doing it right now and I can delete them. Okay. So now I can just put the letter there instead of writing out the whole number again. Okay. So the first one that I usually start by trying to get the largest number first. I'll just start going backwards. So I always look in the ones place first, but none of these have anything in it. So then you go to the next place, which is the 10th place. Look in each one, nothing's in there. Then you go to the 100th place. Oh, we have a 1 in this one. Let's see if there are any more. No. So C is the highest because the first number is in the 1st place. So I'm going to put a C right there. Okay, and so now this one is out of the question. Then I go to this one. So you have to go to the next place. 3, 3, 3, 4, 3. So the 4 is the biggest number right there, so I'm going to put that, and the letter is B, so I'm going to put a B right here. I'm going to erase that, because now that one's out of the question. Okay. Then I'm going to, actually I'll put them right here so we can write them in a second, just make them little. Okay, then we're going to go to the next spot. So we go back to the 3s, and okay, so they all have 3 then. We then go to the next one. 4, 4, and, 4. Okay, they all have 4s. You're going to go to the next place. 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, nothing. Okay, so in this case, you want the least number. So since there's a 0 kind of almost right there, which means that place doesn't exist, you're going to put that there. And the reason why you're trying to do that is, if you think about it, you're trying to get the closest to 0. So just think about it like this. Like, these numbers aren't even there right now. 34. 34 is closer than under 31. But that one doesn't count because its first place starts right here. But, how about this one? So that is going to be that, and that is further away from it than this one. Okay, so we're going to put an E like we did right there. I'm going to erase that and make that a smaller E. Okay, now we have 2 numbers left, D and A. So you're trying to figure out which one of these is the lowest, and like I said, you want the one that is closest to 0 to come first, which would be this one. So you're going to put a D right here, and then you're left with the A. So that will be your least number. Yes, okay. And then you write them all in. So it would be 0. Next one is D. Okay, and then we're going to go on right after this one. We're going to go on to the next problem. Okay, so the next problem you have to do this because it's a word problem, and so it's Harry purchased 3 footballs to give as presents. Each of them were $89.99 from Dick's. He also purchased 3 footballs for $189.99 each. And then after that, we're going to add up both of these numbers and subtract it by 1,000 because you're trying to find the change and he only has a $1,000 bill. Okay. So, first, we are going to do this one since it's just right here. So we do 3 times 9, which is 27. And so you're going to put your 2 up here because you put 7, then you do that. Then you do that with 27, but you have a 2 up here, so you have to add 2 to it. So 27 plus 2 is 29. You're going to put 9 down here and put 2 up there. You have to do it again. 27, so which is 29 because you add the 2. Then you put the 2 up there. Then you're going to do 3 plus 8, which is 24 plus 2 is 26. And now you need to find your decimal place. And since the decimal in this question is 2 places over, you're going to take it and go 1, 2. So decimal place is now right there. Then we're going to go do this problem right here. You're going to do 3 times 9, which we did over there, which was 27. Then you're going to add a 2. Then you're going to bring the 2 up. You're going to do 3 times 9 again, which is plus 2, which is 29. You're going to carry the 2 again. Then you're going to do that again, which is, there you go. Oh, wait, sorry. 9. There you go. Okay, and so we did all this already. And so you go to 3 times 8, which is 24, plus 2 is 26. And then you're going to do 3 plus 1, 3 times 1, which is 3, times 2, which, times 2, is 5. And then like we did before, there's 1, 2 places, so you're going to move it 1, 2, so the decimal place will be right there. So we need to add because we are trying to find the total that we need to subtract by. Okay. So you're going to add this up. 7 plus 7 is 14. And then 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 1, which is 19. Carry the 1. 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 1 is 19. Carry the 1. And 6 plus 6 plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then you're going to do 6 plus 2, which is 8. So that's what you get right there. And then you're going to come down. You're going to write it again. 839 point. But we are not done yet. We still have to, because remember, we're trying to find how much he gets back. And he paid with a $1,000 bill. So you're gonna make that a 10 since you can't do 0 to 9, and you can't borrow anything from there. So you're gonna make that a 9. You're gonna make that a 9, and that is. Oh, sorry, I wrote that number. Wait, no, that's sorry. And that is gonna be. So you take them all out until here. You're gonna make that a 9 and a 9. Okay. So that is a 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. And so you have, and since it's subtraction, you're just going to bring it down, put it right there, and that's your answer. $1,606. And now we have one more question. One more. We are trying to get 37 into a decimal. So in order to do that, you have to do 3 divided by 7. So you'd write 7, 3. Okay. So we already know practically that 7 doesn't go in, that we can't divide 7 into 3. So you're going to make this a 30 and just put the decimal right here. And since it can't go into 3, you're going to put an X right there. But 7 can go into 30 4 times. And that would be 28. Then you're going to bring the 2 down, but 7 can't go into 2, so you're going to add a 0 again. Because you're just, imagine this is all zeros up here because it's infinite. So you're going to do 7 into 20, which is 2. 2 up here, and that is 14. And that would be 6. And you need to round in this one to the nearest tenths. So, as you see here, this 2 is not more than a 5, so it would make this number jump up 1, so it would be 0.5. Yep. So that is your answer, 0.5.